Guess what time it is?
It's time for
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
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 Good morning, entrepreneurs. Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, freaking fabulous entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
G'day, good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs. Welcome, and allow me to introduce you to the fabulous co-hosts of Good Morning Entrepreneurs, Kim White and Kerry Zarb. Kim White is the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team, and Kerry Zarb is your financial designer from Down Under. Are you an entrepreneur who has felt like you were all alone on your business adventure? Well, you're in the right place, because Kim and Kerry are masters of creating community. As we like to say around here, buckle up, Buttercup. Here's Kim and Kerry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kerry.
Good morning, Kim.
What a great intro from Yvonne this morning.
Oh, yes, definitely. She does such a great job. Thank you, Yvonne. So, Kim, I'm pretty excited. This is show number 26.
Hard to believe, Kerry.
And that's officially the half year mark, isn't it?
Official 6 months.
Mm-hmm. So, Yvonne already did such a fabulous job, but would you like to further explain what we're here for, Kim?
Sure, Kerry. And welcome to GME, by the way. Thank you for joining.
Welcome.
Joining us today. You know, this show, Kerry, is for entrepreneurs, business owners, and those who want to be across the globe. We are here to be living proof for others. Anything we show you on here, we want you to recognize it's not to show off, it's to show you what is possible, that you can do this too. So that's who the show's for, Kerry.
Well said, Kim. Well said. And a good morning, everyone. Might have our mugs ready. Mine's empty. It's too late for coffee.
Mine, you can almost see mine in the top. I have mine in there, and I need more, Kerry, this morning.
Kim, it's looking good. It's looking strong. I like it.
This is my mug from Adam. I'll just say this. He sent me this as a surprise, and I'm still living up to this, Kerry. I just want to say that. Still living up to talking on mute most days.
Well, Kim, I want to actually put a reminder out there for anyone tuning in that if you have questions, you're on your entrepreneurial journey and you might have questions along the way, there's ourselves and our amazing roving reporters that would love to answer those questions. So wherever you're tuning in, pop those into the chat. And if they don't answer them live, because the roving reporters are out there tuning in, we'll certainly catch it on the next show, Kim.
We will do our best. That's what I'm going to say, Kerry. We'll do our best.
And Kim, what's today's topic? What's our common thread today?
So today is all about resilience and adaptability, because as entrepreneurs, we need to bounce back from setbacks and things that derail our business. We also need to adapt and change as technology evolves, and our clients and customers need changes too. So that is our theme for the show today, Kerry.
I like it a lot, and let's adapt right here, right now, because welcome to Entrepreneur Land, our first segment. So we'll just flip that and reverse it. I'm in fine form, Kim.
I think I'm the one that's messing up the order. So just putting that out there. I am a hot mess this morning as usual, and happy to be here.
Always happy to be here. And Kim, we've got quite a jam-packed show today. We're surrounded by amazing roving reporters that have been sending through their roving reporter segments to us in the multiples. And wow, like the schedule's jam-packed. I'm really excited, Kim.
I am excited today too, Carrie. I think the show is going to be full of things that the entrepreneurs watching can walk away with something to apply to their business.
And Kim, have you got your pen and paper handy today?
I do, Carrie. I even have my purple pen in honor of Kat. So
I'm wearing a purple top. How about that?
You're wearing purple. We're matchy.
Ooh, we are. One day we'll both turn up in red or blue or yellow or something. Well, probably not yellow, but something. So, Kim, shall we head over to our first roving reporter? Because I'm pretty excited to kick it off. And we have Yvonne Marchese, our resident age agitator, is in the house. Over to you, Yvonne.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator here to talk about midlife entrepreneurship. And today, I want to talk about a couple of superpowers that can take our business game to the next level: resilience and adaptability. At this point in our lives, we've all faced our share of twists and turns, right? Life has thrown you some challenges and surprises. And guess what? That makes you a pro at bouncing back. And that very same skill translates beautifully to the entrepreneurial journey. Entrepreneurship is just like life. It will throw you curveballs. The bonus of being an older entrepreneur is that we can look back at all the times that we've bounced back and rest assured that we can do it again when needed in our business. Now, adaptability, that's our ace up the sleeve. The business world is always changing, but we're not afraid of change, are we? No, we've reinvented ourselves countless times, and that's our edge. It's about staying open and curious, embracing new ideas, and shifting gears when needed. The world's our classroom, and we're lifelong learners. So here's your action for today. Are you ready? Take a moment to reflect on a past challenge that you've conquered. Go ahead. Close your eyes. See, it's built into your DNA. Tap into that feeling when you need to and let it fuel your entrepreneurial journey. Remember, when challenges arise, resilience answers. And when change knocks, adaptability opens the door. Let's harness these superpowers, rock our entrepreneurial path, and show the world what us midlife entrepreneurs are made of. You got this. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Yvonne. Oh my goodness. Do we have superpowers, Kim?
I think we do. I think there's lots of twists and turns, as Yvonne said, and we do have superpowers. She did a great job.
I know. I feel like we've all been just assigned some homework as well.
I agree. Yvonne is the amazing leader of the Midlife Uprising community. And I tell you what, if anybody hasn't connected to Yvonne yet, you need to go and connect with her because she has lots of superpowers.
Some of which I think include roller skates, Kim.
Oh, I love seeing her roller skating on socials. She roller skates across and gives us all the want to, Carrie, the want to go and roller skate.
Definitely. And I feel like Yvonne has a special cape up her sleeve as well with what she's sharing in the entrepreneurial world. Oh, she's certainly someone that I love seeing on social media. I love catching up with in the community. She's just got this energy about her that makes everything seem possible. So, Kim, We have our next roving reporter standing by. I know you're excited for this one. It is Melissa Botov-Ery, who's here with her segment about marketing to sensitive niches. Take it away, Melissa.
Good morning and welcome. Melissa here, coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and I am the resident impact marketing for niche businesses expert here. And I have been covering for the last several months lots of different ways. Some of them have been series where I talk about the different ways that we can dial into and market our non-traditional or very niche business. So today will be no exception. I'm actually going to start a 3-part series. Today I will cover 2 of what I consider to be the top 7 niche marketing ideas that you could follow if you also have a small or niche business. The first 2 that I'm going to cover today are knowing your market and solving your customer's problem. So knowing your market sounds super simple, but when I talk about knowing your market in such a niche or small business, I mean know it forwards and backwards, upside down and right side up. Not just the basic overview of the demographics or age, but to go deeper. So in other words, not to know them like you would know your community as a whole, but to know them like you would know your neighbor. So go deeper and go more specific with your market. The second one, where you're solving your customer's problem, this one sounds a little bit, easy when you think about it on the outside, but I'm going to give you an example because this one is harder than we think it is. So when I first thought about marketing a legacy project that I do, where moms come in and write a chapter as part of a group, each of them write their own chapter for a compilation book that is published, my initial thoughts were the problem I'm solving is to provide a legacy project. When in reality, the problem I'm solving is helping moms keep their child's memory alive. That's the problem. The solution is the legacy project. So dialing into the problem and addressing that from a marketing standpoint is what you need to do. Until next week, back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Melissa.
My goodness. Well, so knowing your market and solving your customer's problem when you are in that kind of a place, Carrie, is like so important. And it takes time to learn how and what someone needs. I will say, I'm holding in my hand one of the books from her legacy project. You've got the survival guide. That is amazing. Like, that was one of her first books. But Melissa has a way of understanding in a different way now for being able to adapt the right message. She's not out trying to market in a sleazy or creepy way. I think this is really important to note. She's literally out there trying to help moms. And this is one of the ways she does it. So it's pretty impactful. Because They Lived is the book, the first legacy project book. The second one is Days Away. I'm going to say that. So if you all haven't gotten it, please do get that book because Melissa is amazing.
And Kim, I have to add to what you just shared because I think with Melissa, it definitely comes from a place of genuinely wanting to help people. So you mentioned the sleazy, creepy marketing approach. It's just not the case, and it doesn't have to be the case in these circumstances when you genuinely have something to help other people with. So she does it in such a great way, and certainly is someone that I admire for what she's bringing to the table, not just here for GME, but out in the world to everyone that needs her.
Agreed, Carrie, agreed.
You are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. We will be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial. Once upon a time, there was a princess from Oklahoma living a traveling life in Texas.
When along comes an Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine
When these two girls from opposite ends of the globe met in February 2021,
even the universe did not know what it was in for.
Determined to solve world problems for entrepreneurs, we still to this day learn just how similar we are.
We have found our passions were too strong not to unite and become the partners in change that we are.
What is a bucket and a boom gate?
So a bucket is basically a category or a way to change how you're looking at something big.
And a boom gate is a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need a boom gate to protect ourselves from ourselves.
We have lots of experience of our lifetimes of business, and we want to share that with you.
We look forward to bringing you weekly episodes of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast. Welcome back, and thank you for being here with us on this amazing Friday. It is such an exciting show that we're bringing together here, Kim, and I'm excited. I'm excited for today's theme, this resilience and this adaptability, because we're all living and breathing it on a daily basis. And we like to talk about these things out loud, don't we, Kim?
We definitely do, Carrie.
So, Kim, we do have another roving reporter standing by. It is Jill Olish, who is our mama for all mama entrepreneurs. Over to you, Jill.
Thanks, Carrie and Kim. Hi, this is Jill coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs with a segment for mama entrepreneurs. Are you keeping an evidence file? So social media can sort of act as an evidence file for us. You know, we're always posting either about our children, about the things we're doing for work, things we might have accomplished in our lives. But one thing that I hear from a lot of parents is that they go and look at the pictures and videos on their phones, usually after their kids have fallen asleep, and they sit there and reminisce about their children when they were younger and look at how cute they were, and they start missing them. But what I'm really realizing is that we're actually looking at evidence of how we have grown. And we're seeing how much our kiddos have grown up, but we're also remembering how much we have grown as parents too. Let me collect this huge evidence file of being a good parent. So I wonder then, is it as common to do that in entrepreneurship? I'm not sure if everybody does it yet. And if you don't, you might want to start. I was encouraged early on to take a selfie every single time I accomplished something big or small for my business, to remember that I did it. I made this happen. I was in this moment, and look at how I felt to accomplish that. Even a milestone or a goal in my life, I'll want to do that now. And I keep an old version of my vision boards to see the changes and accomplishments I've made over the quarters and the years. You can keep originals of products that you've produced so you can see the growth and clarity that you've gained and how you're helping solve problems and how that's getting better delivered to your audience. You can keep feedback and testimonials. And when you have it all in one place, you'll have this arsenal of evidence at your disposal that you are an entrepreneur, that you are making an impact, and that you are solving problems for others. You'll have the evidence of your growth and your amazing accomplishments. So start getting your evidence together today. Back to you, Carrie and Kim.
Thank you, Jill. Wow, Kim, we've got some powerhouse people here today.
I think we do too, Carrie. And I think this is a huge, huge tip for anyone listening, that if you're not keeping an evidence file, this is not about pride. This is not about, showing off. This is about you reminding you on a hard day, because I think that's the ultimate resilience and adaptability, is making sure you remember how important what you're doing is.
Oh, yeah. Kim, spot on. And I think we need to recognize that not all of us have someone by our side that can pat us on the back and give us that moment we need to remind us of how well we're doing. So for those that are alone or they don't have a supporter close by, definitely keep your own evidence file. So I loved that from Jill. That was amazing. So, Kim, I think there's a little bit more to add about our Jillo because she's behind the scenes helping put this production together. And I just want to say an extra special thank you to her for everything she is doing, not only here on GME, but also in the My Sexy Business team.
Love it, Carrie. You know I am so proud of her and all the things she does. So, Jillo, we are putting a shout out to y'all.
Love it.
And we're saying y'all. I guess we should clarify. We're saying y'all because we can see Jillo and someone with her, someone little with her, and that's what we're waving.
I love that. So, Kim, we have our next roving reporter standing by. It is Donna Bender, who is our certified givologist and branded product specialist. So, take it away, Donna.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. This is Donna Bender coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is on sustainability and its influence on apparel. Sustainability is not just a word, it has become a way of living and a movement that's changing how we do things, especially when it comes to the things we wear. Think about your favorite clothes, shirts, dresses, hoodies, sweaters. More and more clothes can be made in a way that's good for the earth and yet soft and comfortable. So here's a question. What happens when you put rapidly changing technology in the same room with creative people? You produce a shirt like the one that I'm wearing. It's a nice, soft, white button-down shirt, and you're probably thinking, we've seen you in white shirts before, Donna. But I have a secret. It's not just being a nice white shirt. It's also about taking care of the planet, too. How, you ask? Well, this particular shirt is made of coffee beans and recycled plastic bottles. What? That's what I said when I first found out about it. I will tell you that this is the softest white shirt I've ever worn. Companies are looking for ways to stand out for their competition. So think about branded apparel this fall and about the positive impact you can make using fabrics that are sustainable. When we wear clothes made in a better way and support more and more companies that care about the planet, we're doing our part. It's a team effort to make the world a better place for all of us and for future generations. Remember, sustainability is no longer a trend. It is a powerful idea that is changing how we dress and how companies do business. Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Donna. Wow. How about that, Kim?
I think it's pretty impressive. And I have something I have to share because Donna helped us get something that I think is absolutely adorable. I don't know if y'all can see our little, I gotta like wiggle around. It's our little lunch box that I am so proud of that Jill helped design and Donna helped make come to life. And I think it's a big deal when you are looking for products or you're looking for something to promote your business that you get strategy behind it, because this was it went over huge, Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute.
I know. I remember seeing them when you guys met and they were in the little cubes on that display cabinet. They were so cute.
Oh my goodness. And everybody should know Carrie's is on the way. It just takes a long time to get across the pond.
Yes, that is a slow boat, Kim. And yes, it travels at its own speed and definitely it just takes a little while.
So exciting. Well, when you're looking for sustainability things, you need to be resilient on finding the companies that make sustainable products. And you may need to adapt to the kinds of gifts or branded products you give or vendor you work with to achieve that goal, Carrie.
Definitely. I think there's resilience, persistence, and a whole lot of other long, tricky words that I won't even go into, Kim, because that's hard on my brain. But yes, agree with that completely.
And next Tuesday, just for anybody interested, next Tuesday is Donna's show and tell. Like, she is literally doing a show and tell and showing different products that are amazing. I can't believe the shirt she was wearing was made from recycled bottles and coffee beans, of all things, Carrie.
I know, I was so excited, and Donna had shared that with me before, but I did forget, I confess, because we need to hear these things a few times, Kim, for it to sink in, especially sometimes up here. It's just, there's a lot of, noise to get through. So yes, I love that. Coffee beans, yay.
So her show and tell is Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. If anybody's interested, let us know, because we will definitely send you over to Donna. And I think our next segment, Carrie, is coming up with someone who is a rock star podcaster, a brilliant entrepreneur, the owner and director of Zinc Business Solutions, a cover girl, I'm going to go on, and your financial designer. So welcome to this roving reporter, Kerry Zarb. Yay!
Thank you, Kim. I feel like I should wear a different hat, or I should spin around. Actually, that might be dangerous, but I feel like I should do something. I used to do the pop down, pop up, but that kind of messed with the whole scenery, so we stopped doing that.
That would confuse me because I'm a kindergartner. Sorry. So, Carrie, what is our segment about this week on the financial designing part? Because we are in the virtual cafe as we speak for the Roving Reporter segment for your financial designer.
We are, Kim. And you know what? I actually think it's pretty good to tie into today's topic and the common theme, because when it comes to resilience and adaptability, especially with the business finances, Kim, it's a little bit can be the struggle street, looking at the numbers. Not all of us are made for numbers. And I never used to be, Kim. Back in my earlier days, numbers were not my friend. And sometimes we need to find a way to adapt, and we need to build our own little resilience, up. Resistance. No, don't build resistance. Bring that down and bring in resilience, because we had a very special episode, Kim, you and I, here in the virtual cafe on the podcast, where we spoke about your playlist for working on your business finances. And Kim, firstly, I want to say thank you for always being there in those conversations with me on the podcast. You're such an amazing co-host. Thank you. But Kim, that was a pretty cool conversation.
It was, Carrie, because it was something that was really important to me. I don't want to do the business meeting or the finance meeting. I don't want to do the digits. Like, that is not what I want to do. So how you framed it for me to have something that makes me want to be there, I think is important. So, Carrie, would you share about what you shared with me on the podcast? Don't give it all away. Would you share a little bit?
Well, I'll share this, Kim, because when I was much younger, I remember having a huge resistance to doing housework. So much. And I think we even spoke about this in the episode, Kim. I needed to put on some really cool kind of dance music to get my energy up, and actually have something I could enjoy while I was doing something I didn't enjoy. So that's kind of what we chatted about, Kim, and thinking about what you can bring in when you work on the business finances that's not going to interrupt your focus. Because that's important too, Kim. We've got to be careful. It's all well and good to sit here and say, yeah, pump the tunes. But if they're going to be too distracting because it's too much when you're already in a heavy space, just might want to rethink that a little bit.
Well, and I want to share, Carrie, you can go to the podcast and find your playlist, because I didn't have one. I didn't have any idea to do that even. And you're the one that came up with the idea for it. So anyone who wants your actual playlist, they can go and get it from the show notes on the episode for this week.
They certainly can, Kim, and that is the one that I tune into when I work on the digits.
So, Carrie, because we sponsor our own selves on this show, I think we should go to the commercial that talks about the podcast so that everybody can see that and know where to go.
Awesome. Thank you, Kim.
Are you sick of not being able to keep up with the beans in your business? Tune in to the Simply Biz Beans podcast for weekly coffee convos about business finances. This is where coffee meets money. Hosted by Kerry Zarb and Kim White in the virtual cafe, we invite you to join us at our table with your favourite brew. Because we understand your finances are as private as your underwear. This is why we share these personal conversations with you, so that you can get in control of your business finances. We chat about the real issues we've faced with our flippin' digits and discuss everything in a simple way to help you on your Biz Beans journey. As Princess Kim would say, buckle up, and I'll say, come on, let's go, it's coffee time. Catch the Simply Biz Beans podcast on your favourite podcast channel today.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. And thank you for joining us here on Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Thank you, Kim.
Well, I just want to say one more time, if you haven't gotten Carrie's playlist for her music to do the digits, go look at that episode, Carrie.
Oh, thank you, Kim. You're so sweet. I think we need to move away from the digits. We've all had enough digits for today. Let's keep that certainly where it belongs. So, Kim, we have another roving reporter to head over to, the freaking fabulous wearing purple cat. I'm wearing purple. Kat Corchado for her health and wellness segment. Over to you, Kat.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. This is the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. You know me, I'm your resident fitness, wellness, and health advocate, helping you maintain your fabulosity on your fitness journey. So we're going to continue with those stretches that you can do in the bed before you ever even get up. How's that first one working for you? So this next one, I'm going to turn around so you can see me. And I've never done this upside down. So hi, everybody. So you're going to bring your knee into your chest. This leg can stay bent or you can extend it out, whatever feels best for you. So I'm going to keep the knee bent. And your other arm is going to go slightly out to the side. Make sure you don't hit your partner. And you're just going to take the knee out to the side. So you're guiding the knee out. Now, why am I doing this upside down? I want you to watch this hip. Because if I go too far out, the hip lifts. It's important to keep this hip grounded. And just let the knee go out to the side, let it relax. And once you've gone there, if you want to add this, you could pull the knee up underneath the armpit, like it's going right up towards your shoulder or underneath your armpit. And feel that stretch in the inner thigh and maybe even a little bit in the hamstring. And go ahead and release. You can hold it for as long as you want. I'm going to spin back around. And as always, not every stretch is appropriate for everybody. So please check with your physician and or your physical therapist. This is a great stretch to open up the back and open up the hip. So until next time, back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Kat.
That was a great stretch. So I am part of Kat's small space Pilates community. And I have to tell you the things that she's taught me to do before I get out of bed, Carrie. That's the thing. Before I even get out of bed, like stretching and doing the things. Oh my goodness, Carrie, it has made a difference. Because quite frankly, Carrie, we sit in front of screens a lot of the time. And we are sitting and getting stiff or not moving around. As entrepreneurs, it happens.
It does, Kim, and I might have just done a little bit of a, like, during that to see if no. Follow Kat's instructions at all times, 100%, and I need to put that on my little radar for the morning after my nap, Kim.
I love it. Well, you have to be resilient to do these stretches on a regular basis, and you need to adapt to how your body is feeling each day. So there's keeping us on the theme, Carrie.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for adding that. Well, Kim, I want to add that Kat is certainly such an amazing human that we have in this community and on this show. She is freaking fabulous. She just is. It is that simple. And yes, I'm honoured to be wearing Kat's purple today.
Love it, Carrie.
Yeah. So, Kim, let's go to our next roving reporter. We have Holly Totten, who is our very own writing coach. Holly, take it away.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Holly Totten coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. In this segment, we talk a lot about why it's important to write a book as an entrepreneur. And today I'm going to talk about something that's kind of a hidden gem when you write a book as an entrepreneur, because I was speaking with a lady the other day that's recently written a book about her business, and she had a really good insight. What she said to me was, I had kind of forgotten my passion for starting my business until I really got into the meat of my book. And that made me think that that is a great reason to tell your story and write your book, because you can reconnect with the roots of your business and reignite your passion for what it is that you do. And even if you are new to entrepreneurship and you're writing a book, it can stimulate that passion. It doesn't have to reignite it. It can just stimulate it. So taking you back to your roots, helping you connect with why you do what you do, is a great reason to write a book. That's all for today, Kim and Carrie. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Wow. Rekindle your passion, Kim. How about that?
I'm thinking so. These are two of Holly's books that she has written and compiled. It is amazing to see Holly in action. Can we say that, Carrie?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, you can, Kim. Absolutely. And I think Holly brings we have to be resilient to remember the why we wanted to tell the story. And Kim, I'm going to add this kind of ad lib here. Stories live on. These books live on. It's not a one and done circumstance. This is to me, a little entity of its own once you've published a book. And I've kind of picked up a few things from Holly spending time with her, that this is something to cherish that can live on and be part of us. I love it.
Absolutely, Carrie. And Holly just spoke at, I'm going to tell on her. I hope she doesn't be mad at me. Holly just spoke at an event a few days ago where people were lined up to talk to her as soon as she finished. And I think it's so funny because this is Holly's ordinary. This is what Holly does, and she encourages everybody. But other people who have not written a book, it's an extraordinary thing. It's something so important. But this is a place where Holly can lead you through that process to becoming a published author so that you can get more street cred and more, going on with your business. But I love this going back to the why. I love this, Carrie. So new author intensive, Carrie. We're just going to put that out there.
That's it, exactly. And what an experience, Kim. It was definitely one to remember and has kickstarted me into the world of words. If I say it the right way round. See, words, it's a challenge. Oh my goodness, Holly is amazing. So Kim, let's go to our next roving reporter. We have Denise Millay, who is our findability queen. Over to you, Denise.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Good morning, everyone. This is Denise Millay coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And today we're asking the question, who else is there? When you choose keywords that you want to put in your content to connect with your audience who's out there using a search engine, you also have to wonder how it is that you can get chosen to be shown as a result, because there are other people out there that are using those words as well. And hopefully you've picked ones that are specific enough that it's good for you to compete in that arena. So what you want to do is you want to put your keywords in that search bar and see what page comes up and read what's out there. Read what your peers are putting out there. Take a look at how deep they go into the topic. See if it's the same as you or different than you. Think about them as peers, not necessarily competitors, but you just want to provide a different slant or something that is more in depth or has a unique twist on it. Because just repeating the same thing that's already there isn't going to help, right? You want to provide something that's in-depth, helpful, and useful. And we do this because we want you to be the one that gets the 5-star review, that you're doing a 5-star performance, because we want people to see your content. We want you to be findable, because if they can't find you, they can't do business with you. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Denise.
So this may be something, and I am laughing so hard because, Carrie, that's a perfect thing. Coming soon to you. It just takes so long to get stuff to Carrie, y'all. I'm just saying. But
it's coming. It's coming.
But Denise's book, Be Findable, I want everybody to know about it, because Denise has a workshop that's called Be Findable. She has game night that she does to help people start learning about keywords and what it means to be findable. And her phrase is, if they can't find you, they can't do business with you. And I think that's such a powerful statement. She is our findability queen, crown and all. And she is very resilient and very adaptable, Carrie, and she teaches us to be the same and to highlight what we need to highlight on our things.
And you know what else I love about Denise, Kim?
Tell me, Carrie.
She is so much fun.
It's just
Her game night is, oh my goodness, not what I expected. When you talk about SEO and keywords and findability and going on Google, it sounds heavy, right? And Denise just turns it right around. It's fun, it's engaging. You're actually learning and you don't even realize you're learning. And tell you what, she's got something special going on there, Kim.
She most definitely does, Carrie.
So you are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Thank you for being here, and we will be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial.
This show is sponsored by
Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Are you an entrepreneur who is focused on making an impact,
but you haven't figured out how to make an income doing it?
We spent years trying to figure out how to do both.
And we realized the business adventure is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team.
And I'm Kerry Zarb, Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine.
And she's a brilliant entrepreneur, by the way.
We both understand how it feels to believe we are the only ones who can't figure things out.
So we decided to join forces so we could get in the trenches with you.
We lead a very special mastermind group so you can be confident in strategically implementing
the right things in the right order so that you too can get the best possible results.
We cover a variety of topics based on what you need,
including building a business that you own and doesn't own you.
We even address themes like social media strategy and simple tech solutions.
If you would like to meet other entrepreneurs who are living proof of what is possible,
come and join us, and the link is below. Welcome back, and thank you for being here with us. Kim, we've got just a little bit more show to go here, so it ain't over yet, folks. Pretty exciting.
It's definitely not over yet.
No, not even close. Kim, we have another roving reporter standing by all the way from Tasmania, Linda Bonney, bringing conversations to entrepreneurs. Take it away, Linda.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. It's Linda coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And today I want to talk about conversations and the fact that they are more than just the words that come out of our mouth. They're more than just the words that are exchanged between two people. For me, I know that effective conversations include a lot of listening, and they are so much more than words. It's the smiles and the shrugs and the giggles, or just acknowledgement that we may receive from another person as they engage with us. Maybe they give a little in exchange. Maybe it's an eye roll at a comment, or a giggle at a bit of a joke between two people or more. And I think as we engage in these conversations and go beyond words, it provides an opportunity for the people within that conversation to become very elevated and take away with them as an afterthought room to grow and improve and further their opinions and all sorts of things from that. Even the silences that we have between conversations or words in a sentence, the pauses that we take, I think that helps the other person to feel very much a sense of peace when it comes to talking to us and bringing the memories and nostalgia that often comes out in our experiences and our stories. For me, effective conversations, they really are a great way to express ourselves through our body language, our tone of voice, and many more things than just the words we're using. That's it for now. Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Linda.
We might be holding something in our hand from Linda. So we need to describe this a little bit, Kerry, because there's a podcast called Stories with the Sunday Roast. It's Linda interviewing people. That is where this book came from, is she has written stories about those interviews. And so this is the first 10 interviews that match the Stories with the Sunday Roast podcast. And I think it's very exciting. So Stories with the Sunday Roast. How many times can we say that, Kerry?
Stories with a Sunday Roast is brought to you by Linda Bonney and a series of guests, and now features book number 1 from the podcast. How'd I go, Kim?
That was great, Kerry. It's very exciting. So we want to remind you that not only can you read that, those are great stories to read, but it's also living proof of what's possible when you do things as an entrepreneur that you love. And she loves conversations, Kerry.
Oh, does she ever? And Kim, I think Linda also highlights the resilience that we need when using the right body language to convey what we're talking about in those conversations. In addition to the words, there's facial expression. We're all way too expressive with our faces, but it needs to match the conversation. And sometimes the little, like Linda said, is all it takes.
Well, she is the winner, I'm going to say, of the eye rolls. And I am laughing because she is the queen of eye rolling. And it's usually to me, Kerry, I'm just going to say. So I have to adapt my body language to not let her know how I'm feeling about that, because usually I'm about to laugh really hard because she's eye rolling me. So that's just an example.
Great example, Kim. And Kim, I think it's time to welcome to the stage another very special person, because our very own interview king and media personality, Adam Rothenberg is coming to the stage right now. Good morning, Adam.
Hi.
Did you have Kim's mug? Is that what happened?
I did. It's so exciting to be here this morning.
We're so excited to have you, Adam. And do you have something to share from behind the curtain, perhaps?
Oh, I do, Carrie. I do. So today's story is all about when I got to meet the one and only Dolly Parton. So in 2002, Dolly released her album Halos and Horns, and she was doing a CD signing at the Virgin Megastore in Times Square. And in order to attend the CD signing, you had to get a bracelet earlier in the day at the Virgin Megastore. So I was working in the city at that time doing group sales for theater, and that's where I helped groups get theater tickets and city tours scheduled. Well, on this particular day that Dolly was doing the signing, I made sure I got to the city extra early so I could get in line for a bracelet. I think I got to the Virgin Megastore somewhere around 7 a.m. to wait in line. And by 9 a.m., I got my bracelet, and then I had to book it to my job so I wouldn't be too late. Luckily, not many people were there yet, and I got to work about 9:15. Now, I don't remember what time the CD signing started, but I knew I had to get there early to get in line, even though I had my bracelet. And at that time, part of my job responsibilities was to go on a theater run every day where I would go to all the theaters and wait in line to pick up the tickets for any groups that we had coming to town. So this errand could take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on how long I had to wait in line. So I left the office somewhere around 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but instead of doing my theater run, I went to the Virgin Megastore to get in line for Dolly's CD signing. And let me tell you, the energy in there was aglow. Everyone was excited to meet Dolly Parton. Many of her fans were dressed up either with halos or horns on their head to celebrate the title of her album. Of course, I was one of those fans. And I also wore a t-shirt my boss gave me from her trip to Mexico featuring Senor Frog, where one side was an angel and the other side was a devil frog. And I had my devil horns on my head as well. And from the minute Dolly walked in, cameras were flashing and people were cheering. And I made friends with the lady in front of me, and we decided to help each other to get a picture with Dolly, even though security announced we couldn't take pictures. So after about an hour or two, it was finally my turn to meet Dolly Parton. I walked up to her and told her 3 things: that it was nice to meet her, her movie Straight Talk was the reason I wanted to go into entertainment, and the reason that I wore my t-shirt and horns was because of the title of her album, and she loved it all. And then I asked her if I could take a picture, and she said yes. And my new friend was waiting with bated breath to take the picture, and she took one of the most amazing pictures ever. It was a real dream come true. And now I can't wait for the day where I hope I get the opportunity to interview her and I can remind her of this amazing moment that I had with her.
Oh, Adam, what a great story.
Thank you.
I love this. And can I just say, we might be having a surprise, surprise that somebody knows. A surprise birthday party tonight for Adam, because we're on a mission to help Adam get that interview with Dolly. So I think this is such an exciting story.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's a party for me.
You're so funny, Adam. So I confess I'm the one that had to tell, because I couldn't figure out if he was going to be available or not tonight. So we had to anyway, I spilled the beans, y'all, but it is still called a surprise party.
And Adam will be very surprised. Like now.
So let me give you one little tidbit that will be a real surprise. I don't know why, but your cake that was coming for tonight is now coming next Wednesday, which is way after the party. I got a message that it's not the right date, and I have no idea why, but that was a surprise on me. So let me just say, we had to adapt for that too and be very resilient with your party, Adam.
Thank you, Kim. That is so sweet.
Sweet that it's late. It's going to be a great cake, but
So, Kim, does that mean that Adam's birthday extends into September, or is it just going to meet August, like just?
I think it's just going to keep going, Carrie.
Okay, keep on going. Yes, yes.
And thank you, Adam, for your segment. I definitely want to bring up Jill too, Carrie. I'd love to bring her up too to do the next part. But anyway, Jill, surprise to you too. The cake is next week.
Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. Well, I am happy to be here to introduce our next segment, our lovely Princess Speak, and we are going to say a little bit about it because as entrepreneurs, there are big words and words that we may not understand as we're learning how to go about building businesses. And as we get to hang out with Kim every day, she comes up with these fun phrases or words and we're like, where did you get that from? And by the time she explains it, we're like, oh, that makes so much more sense. So we've compiled this now vocabulary list, and our word for this week is, or I should say phrase, is grit and boiled sketty. So Kim, can you please tell us what your definition is for grit and boiled sketty?
I certainly will, because I'm seeing it and laughing out loud about like what that looks like. But grit is what it takes to be resilient. It's that down deep part of you that keeps going when it's really hard. And Mindy Brown was coming into our clubhouse rooms. I have to say this out loud. And she kept using this. And when I think about grit, I think about John Wayne and the old cowboys. But she kept bringing it up, and she was right. It is something that we as entrepreneurs need, is that grit. But the boiled sketty part is if you're not flexible and you're not adaptable and you're not boiled a little bit as sketty, you break. Boiled sketty doesn't break. It bends and adapts to whatever bowl or plate you put it in. So as entrepreneurs, I believe we have to be resilient and adaptable, because we need to have grit and be like boiled sketty.
Well, Kim, I like that. I like that a lot. I saw this on the agenda, I'll confess, and I thought grit was something else. I thought it was a food that I was not familiar with.
It's not grit, Scary. It's not grit. It's grit.
Okay, one is not like the other. Gotcha. Sorry, Jill. Back to you.
Well, Carrie, with that, I was a little confused too. I thought at first it was grits. But here we are knowing now it is not. Geez, what does that mean for us, Adam? My definition, I don't know. Grit and boiled sketty. When I think of grit, I'm thinking like stuff in my teeth for some reason, like that hard, like I might have grit in my teeth, like, or under my boot, and it's like hard but yeah, it is resilient. Like that comes through very much so. And then boiled sketty, I just think of it going wherever you can put it and being that flexible, and works out very well. You guys did a good job with the theme today. Adam, what do you say about those words?
I would say, I think grit is, to me, like how hard you work. It's like, that's it, how hard you work. And boiled sketty, I am still marinating on. I guess it's that in between of the spaghetti being ready and not ready, kind of like maybe my messaging or something within my business. Maybe it's that in between moment where I feel like it's ready, but it's not really ready. And I may or may not put it out there and just take it from there and try to level it up to make it better, to make it that delicious sketty that I love eating.
Can I add something? Because I didn't cover the boiled sketty. Have you ever tipped it out and then it falls out all over the bench or something, and it all follows each other? Like it's really bendy and sticky. I'm sorry.
I love it. Well, as entrepreneurs, your resilience will help you be adaptable for when unexpected moments arise, both in life and business.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.